When was the last time you thought of some other cryptocurrency apart from Dogecoin or Bitcoin that are in major talks at the moment? How about we tell you a bit about another very famous coin we have in the market? Let us speak about Cardano today. Hi Fixers, welcome to Fix Your Finances, Build Financial Wealth. If you want to build your financial wealth and fill your mind with the right information, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for us to provide you with more valuable content. Let's get to it. There is something we have today in this video that will certainly blow your mind today. Even though we have been hearing so much about this coin recently, it continues to astonish us as we move through this year. However, there has been a bit of a downside to this. David Hoffman alleges Cardano to be a scam. Well, this was not something that the CEO of IOHK could take on him, so he did answer back to this claim. The response was certainly more than one. He said that the views presented by David Hoffman are baseless and have no standings. He also says views of such sort could be very harmful, coming from a man who has such an influence. There are chances that David intentionally said these things to bring down the value of Cardano and also reduce the number of people investing in the same. These are all very regular things that happen in the market. Many at times, flourishing companies who are not yet established have to go through such criticisms, and it is how they survive through these that matters when it comes to the total value of the company. The CEO also said that this is not a new comment though, and he has to deal with such comments every single day. And as each day passes, the level of amusement has no limits despite the fact that no such proofs have ever been disclosed by anyone. This is the reason why he feels that there are high chances for all alleged against Cardano to be coming out of pure insecurity and is being fed into the system as a part of the competition. However, a bit unfair, we would perhaps say. Even though many call it to be a scam, the tweets that have risen thereof had led to a rivalry between Cardano and Ethereum. The CEO grieves by pointing out that it is totally different to be skeptical about someone or something, while on the other hand, it is totally different to call someone a criminal and accuse them of a scam. He believes that this act is perhaps a way of bringing down the competition that they could give to the other best cryptocurrencies. Through that, they mean the Ethereum. Cardano has a lot more potential than we have seen in Ethereum. With the launch of the smart contract system unique to Cardano, we would definitely see a lot more investors moving into Cardano. Once this happens, we will also see a lot of institutions coming forth to take advantage of the faster and responsive system that is being used here. Irrespective of the fact if people will even give regard to what Hoffman says, chances are that Cardano will be able to prove both its authenticity and its efficiency as soon as the new systems are launched. Perhaps giving a remark of achievement as a reply to suspicious is the best way to come back, isn't it? Hoffman has ensured that he never wasted a single opportunity to suppress Cardano. Though he was aware that this could be the next big coin, he has been looking for all the ways to find legit loopholes within the same. This is when he alleged that Cardano might not even have smart contracts of their own. However, let us look at the other side now. What if Cardano really does not have anything called smart contracts? Would the Wolf of Wall Street be called right about it, or would it be a lucky guess, perhaps? Let us try understanding it through a series of facts. Hoffman was able to make a bull case for Ethereum by making a series of events. These events, however, were very significant, and each one of them had the potential to bring enough changes into the system. He also emphasized his thought on the Ethereum Improvement Proposal 1559, otherwise abbreviated as IP 1559. The aim of this is to implement a predictable and stable system within Ethereum. The deflationary nature that it will then have will fire up the entire base fee and therefore pay the miners. This, however, could see a cut in revenue. Therefore, we saw a massive number of people opposing this move by the developer. Combining all the allegations that we hear through this, there are chances that anyone might start feeling that something is fishy in it. It was imperative, according to Hoskinson, for their generation to be the forerunner for the revolution of an evolutionary cycle. He also shifted his focus from proof of work to proof of stake. The IOHK CEO says that there are high chances that the new regulatory frameworks may bring down the market cap of the entire crypto market. This will in turn force the authorities who regulate things to take solid measures against the same. Let us now see what exactly Hoskinson has to say to all that is happening. He starts off by pointing out the need of having a regulatory framework. He thinks that this overdue is due to the lack of certain things in the previous governments. As the government changes, he does expect things to see a bit of regulation. With the lack of coordination, we have noticed a lot of vagueness in this regime. This is the reason why many of the things go unprecedented and often lead to a worse situation. On the downside to this, we all notice that the system that it uses is in fact too outdated and uses a lot of energy. This makes the system very unreliable and inefficient. Two major things that could drive down a cryptocurrency entirely. With the immense amount of technology used in Cardano, we will be able to compare Cardano with not only a coin but as a software entirely. Kudos to the state-of-the-art technology and the engineers who designed it. The team could take up responsibility of solving the entire problem that the entire market is facing at the moment. This is a huge step. This means that Cardano will be inclusive of all such technologies and solutions to all the flaws that each other coin has. Such strong promises need to have strong backups, and with the developers in Cardano, we feel that we have a lot more than just that. The aim of Cardano is to utilize the large investors. Having them along on their side will bring in a lot of investment for this techno giant. It is imperative for them to hold on to the promises that they have made because there are chances that non-fulfillment of these promises may just raise the doubts by Hoffman about Cardano being a scam to just be supplemented. This certainly is not something that the developers would like to see happening. With the progressive technology they have, there are chances that we might easily get through all the blames that are being thrown on them. However, the slightest mistake could also topple down the entire boat. We hope that the prospects that it has released will bring forth some trust in this coin from the investors. It is also expected that this trust in prospects will actually become the reason for the stability or increase in the prices in the short term. In the long term, the only thing that stops them from succeeding further is the non-fulfillment of their promises. Keeping in mind these developments and the promises, if everything goes on smoothly, the prices will start drifting to cross the $10 mark. For a person looking forth to invest on a short-term basis, this might be something that will be of interest. However, if you are the one looking forth to hold the same, we think that this coin has enough potential to keep rising all the way to $100. Now let us guess, you must be thinking about why the title mentions prices touching $1,000. Well, let us do the mathematics here. If we were able to touch $100 by 2024, it means that the duration of 2 years was sufficient enough for the said mark. Going by that rate, including the further developments, it is certainly possible that we hit the price mark of $1,000 by the end of 2030. What do you think? Is this worth your time and money? For us, yes. But hey, this is not a piece of financial advice, so do conduct your own due diligence. If you liked the video, please leave us a like and also subscribe to this channel. Turn on the post notifications for more related content and to also stay updated. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram at @FixYourFinances_. See you next time at Fix Your Finances.